Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mike with my review of the iPhone 6. So I'll be breaking this review into 4 parts: hardware, software, pricing and availability, and my final thoughts at the end. So starting off with design, the iPhone 6 changes from sharp edges on the iPhone 5S to smooth rounded edges. The glass actually curves just the smallest amount to meet the aluminum sides. This change makes a big difference when unlocking your phone, swiping between pages, and swiping right to navigate backwards. Taking a look around the iPhone 6, starting at the front on the top, we have our 1.3 megapixel FaceTime HD camera with burst mode and 720p video recording. To the right we have our speaker for phone calls, and above that is our proximity sensor. Moving down to the bottom on the front of the iPhone 6, we have our home button / Touch ID sensor. On the left hand side we have our vibrate switch and our new pill-shaped volume buttons. On the right hand side is our nano SIM tray and our lock / power button. On the bottom we have our 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, the lightning connector, and a much improved speaker. On the top of the iPhone 6 there is nothing because the power / lock button was moved to the right hand side. Taking a look at the back, starting at the top we have our new 8 megapixel iSight camera with a new focusing technology called Focus Pixels, which allows for much faster focusing. To the right we have our microphone, which is used in video recording, and to the right we have our circular True Tone flash. Just below the camera is our new aluminum Apple logo. And on the bottom we have our iPhone branding and some manufacturing info. The iPhone 6 is 6.9mm thin, 138mm tall, and 67mm wide, and weighs only 129 grams. So now let's talk about the internals. Now I know that this can be quite boring because it's just tech specs, but I'll try to speed through this as quickly as I can. So the iPhone 6 features a 1.4 GHz A8 chip with 64-bit desktop class architecture, 1GB of RAM, and the M8 Motion coprocessor, which measures steps and now elevation. So moving on to software now, the iPhone 6 ships with iOS 8, which has new features such as enhancements to Siri, the QuickType keyboard, notification center widgets, and third-party keyboards. The design and the software really work seamlessly together, and with the extra screen real estate, Apple has added a 6th row of icons. Now during the setup, Apple gives you the option of choosing a standard view which has 6 rows, or the zoom view which has 5 rows like the iPhone 5S. The zoom view increases the size of icons and also how apps look inside. I prefer the standard view to be able to see more content because my favorite part of the iPhone 6 is actually the bigger screen size. A new feature in iOS 8 built specifically for the iPhone 6 is called reachability. Now reachability allows you to reach the top part of the screen with one hand if you have smaller sized hands. Now all you have to do is double press, not click, on the home button, and the screen will slide down, allowing you to reach the top part of the screen with only one hand. So now I'm going to demo a new feature for you in iOS 8, which is third-party keyboards. So as you see right now, I am typing using the swipe keyboard, and the swipe keyboard allows me to type out full words without removing my finger from the screen. The swipe keyboard is available now in the App Store for 99 cents. Moving on to pricing and availability, the iPhone 6 on a contract starts at $199 for the 16GB, $299 for the 64GB, and $399 for the 128GB. If you're interested in buying the phone unlocked, add about $400 to get the unlocked price. The iPhone 6 is available in gold, space gray, and silver. Silver and gold have a white screen, and space gray has a black screen. So now it's time for my opinion on the iPhone 6. I love the rounded corners and also the fact that you won't find a single sharp edge on this thing. Around the corners though, it can get slippery, so it wouldn't be a bad idea picking up a case. It takes literally only 2 minutes to start getting used to the new location of the lock and power button, but when you start getting used to it and you start going there automatically, you will realize that it is in the right position for the screen size. I could do without the protruding camera lens. When you place it down on a flat surface, it is going to be the first thing to get scratched, and also when you place it down on a flat surface, it does make the phone wobble a bit, which kind of bugs me. iOS 8 runs great on this phone. Apps open fast, the speed is second to none, and the whole OS runs extremely smoothly. Oh yeah, and just a quick side note, I love the iOS 8 new wallpapers. Overall, I believe this phone is a great upgrade if you're upgrading from anything lower than an iPhone 5S. The extra screen real estate allows you to do so much more and be way more productive. This bigger, better iPhone is the best iPhone yet, and possibly the best phone of 2014.